Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here with just the exciting Thanksgiving Day news you've been waiting for. Discussion about a silhouette. We have our first ever teaser image of the upcoming DonBrothers Sentai after Zenkaiger. You know, I did some videos on the rumors before, and apparently it might have a couple Rangers, maybe with some CGI characters, bit of a Zenkaiger sequel, and we have our first little teaser image of Zenkaiger like clasping hands with whoever the main hero is going to be, kind of like a send-off, and we just, literally it's just a silhouette. Like, we kind of get the outline and general design idea, but we don't know much more about it. But I thought, you know, why not talk about it? Overall, I think this is the best silhouette of all time, and this is going to be the best Sentai ever. Also, this is going to be the worst Sentai of all time. They're running out of ideas. So that's going to be the fandom reaction for the next month. There's not necessarily a whole lot to discuss, but I will say that the shape actually kind of reminds me of, until you get to the thing on his head, kind of actually reminds me of Tukaiser a little bit. Tukaiser and Gokaiger vibes. I think Tukaiser with like the shoulder pads. How did he notice these? And then like the shape of the helmet, again, until it gets to the thing on his head, kind of reminds me of it Gokaiger-y. I don't know if that's going to mean anything, I doubt it, but that's what the first thing I thought of was. And he does, as I just mentioned, have like this little symbol on the top of his head, which I feel is going to be obnoxious, but looking at it closer, it does look a little bit like a Sentai gear, which very much so goes along with that rumor that we're going to continue Sentai gears. Because that was going along with all the other rumors that gears would continue, but they would be slightly altered to look, I don't know if they said like Ninja Stars, but they said they would be gears, but they would be evolved a little bit to make them a little bit different. So I'm going to assume that's what that is, and it's going to be kind of on his head. Very much like a power-up form in Rider, where they're like, let's just stick the gimmick on him. That'll look cool. I'm in an interesting place with this Sentai. I would say when we got the rumors about it being a Zenkaiger, a sequel, kind of taking elements from it and continuing it, I would say my excitement level went down, because I'm always excited for the Sentai scans. Like, getting the new Sentai scans and seeing the new team is like a little bit of the part of the Christmas tradition. But my excitement went down, but my curiosity went up, because a lot of this does sound kind of interesting and different. So I'm really curious to see what it's going to be like, but I'm less excited about the idea of continuing a lot of what Zenkaiger's doing. Not that I hate Zenkaiger, but like, I'm good. Like, one of the nice things about the refresh of Sentai and Rider every year is that if you don't like what's happening, or you're just done and you're like satisfied with what's happening, but you want something different, then you get that refresh. And I don't like the idea of us just doing Zenkaiger 2.0, because like, I don't hate the show, but I'm good. I got my fill. I'm like, you know what? I'm ready to move on. Like 5 or so episodes ago, I was like, you know, this has been more enjoyable than I thought it was going to be, but I'm good. I'm ready to move on. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, actually we're going to be continuing this same general tone and idea. And I'm like, son of a... But it is too early to judge at the same time. You know, for all we know, this could look like Zenkaiger, but we could get like a Gaim. Who knows? It's way too early to tell. But I'm just a little bit apprehensive about continuing the same things. Same thing with the gears. I brought this up in the rumor video that we would be continuing the gears. It really surprises me. Again, I don't know all of the information and stats on how Japan has been responding to the gears, but I felt like the gears and everything have just had such a lackluster presence compared to other gimmicks. Like, we don't even get sets. So it seemed like one of the more boring gimmicks to me, so it surprises me that they would continue that, but I don't know. What do you guys think of this first look? What are you hoping to see when we get our first actual look at them? Let me know in the comments as always. We should be getting that next month, because December is usually when we get it, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing what that looks like and bringing the news to you guys. But until then, I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. If you're from the future, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving on the Thanksgiving that's coming up from your point in the future past. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, climb the steps, ring that bell, notifications for my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.